So I'm flipping out the fog lights on my truck. I initially went with a bright white with a new bezel. Unfortunately, I just didn't like the look of the non-stock. So flipping these out for the Baja Designs and getting rid of the old bezel. I'm also moving over to an amber light that'll help in the snow and the rain versus the bright white that I had in there. Doing this a little one-handed at the moment. I'm going to change cameras so that as I do the install, so parts bag, product registration card, a couple of stickers, adapters to plug into the factory fog switch, and instructions. Are you helping? Okay, get down. Here, I need a Phillips head screwdriver, and then a 10mm socket. So we got that. Okay, so I've got to uninstall my current stuff here. So when working on just about anything here, I try to keep hardware stuck in a little thing here, just so it doesn't roll over the place, fall off the bench, anything like that. All right, so highly suggest you kind of match up to the pictures here to kind of figure out which one's which here, just to understand what you're installing. So the first thing I'm doing here is I'm gonna install the bracket. So, so figuring out which one goes on which side here. So this one kind of comes close to the body of the light, so you want to get that one there, and then the second one is a little bit further away from the light, but it installs that way. So I'm going to go ahead and screw those on in just a second here. So for the install here, first part of the install, you're going to do washer, just standard flat washer, and then bracket, and then the serrated washer. And then we're going to use the 4mm Allen key to get that attached. Then number 2 is the other side here. Angle standpoint. Not too bad. So passenger side, that's essentially your setup. So that's passenger side. Okay, now for the driver side, I'll speed through this just because you don't need to see the whole thing again. Passenger side, and then driver side, and then just a quick kind of top view here, so you can see basically what it looks like. There we go. Okay, so for me, because I've got the Cali raised, it wasn't a 10 mil, it was a 14 mil. So here they are. This is nearly 3 years after I installed them. You can see some of the fading definitely on the light itself, as well as some of there's a big old chip off the side there, a couple of chips off the top. Honestly, didn't hold up too poorly, but ultimately not as happy with this look versus just the stock look of it, of the vehicle. And then just so you know, put that light down, and then here's what it looked like before on the passenger side. Okay, so I'm going to do a quick run through on the wiring on the passenger side, but you can see I've got this all actually all wired up now. So I'm going to go ahead and install the screw for the to install. Okay, quick look. So I've got the driver's side done. Again, no bezel there right now, but I'll get the bezel on there shortly. Actually, once they arrive. So you can see that one. Versus, I'm going to come over here and show you like the super white of this. You can see on mine, so I have a green and a white wire. Green is my positive, white is my negative, my ground. So that's the first thing you need to know is which side is your ground. And then again, because my bezels aren't here right now, this is actually a little bit easier to do as I wait for the bezels that'll clip into those. So here are the two parts that it comes with to wire the headlights. So number one is your negative needs to go on the B side. So the B side is furthest away from camera right now. So if I were looking straight on it, the B side is the left side. So negative on here, or ground on here, would be your black wire. So these are going to kind of stick through there and just kind of push in, and then you pull out just a little bit and lock the thing into place there. So once that's locked into place, you've got it kind of solid. Okay, so with the power then wired up on the light itself, then I come back to the original stock connector here and plug it in. I do a quick verification just to validate that I've done it right. So I'm gonna walk around here. I'm not gonna look. I'm gonna turn that on. So light is functioning. One screw that is the retrainer to keep it in place is right there, top left on the passenger side, top right on the driver's side. All right, so I'm actually a couple of days later here, but I do have the trim pieces now, and we're gonna stick these on. I see. So with the trim piece on now, that's the finished product there. There we go.